Welcome back to City Skylines, everybody. Last we left off, wow, this started really badly. Last we left off, we were about to have a power shortage. So yeah, let's keep this zone the wind power zone for now. I am wondering, what am I gonna do for a park? I think I'm gonna mix it in with the farm area. I do want farmland, probably here. And possibly with some paths around it, and maybe plop down a few of those wind turbines there. This seems like an elevated portion of sorts. Yeah, it is kind of hilly. That's gonna be cool. Okay, but power shortage is sorted. Our whatchamacallit? Agricultural district is doing fairly well. Oh, look at this building. I hadn't seen this one before, but I hadn't really bet, or I wasn't paying enough attention the last time I played this and had some agriculture going. Everything's going well. However, our health coverage isn't up to par. So what I wanted to do was actually place the medical clinic a bit more centralized here. So let's see if we can do just that. Let's grab a road. When do we get these ones? 4,600 population. It's gonna take a while. Let's grab this and do this and try to get... That's the police. Actually, how is the police coverage? Not too good either. Not too good either. However, if we move this to here, we might be able to increase it too. Yeah, let's extend this road just a wee bit farther out and grab the medical clinic and plop it down right here. Yeah, this looks good. And now, I think you saw that this doesn't quite reach everywhere, so I'm going to try and use some roads. Let me do it like this. Yeah, so that way. Oh, no, it's gonna have to be... make it a two-way, please. Two-way, yeah. And now it should cover... Oh, right, because this is a one-way. Crap. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. Let's try something a bit different. Then let's connect it up to... No, give me the straight one. Let's try connecting up like this. Yeah, there you go. Not too good here. But we can always reconnect this. And there. Just about full coverage. Fire coverage, not too good either, but we had all... let's go for police coverage first. Yeah, just like that. And since we're in the green, let's speed this up. Yeah, fire coverage isn't too good either, so let's take the opportunity and extend this a bit farther out. And grab our fire department. Better. We can already hear the upgrades, so this was a good move. Oh, one thing I did want to do was to connect this up. Like that. Yeah, there you go. That way there's a connection there. And I don't think I want these houses here. Yeah, I don't really want these little houses here. I'd rather have, like, trees. Yeah, trees sound like a good plan. Let's plop one here, one here. Oh, these are really, really small. These are really, really big. Well, when in doubt, go big. But yeah, let's pull this district down and about. So let's fill up this space right here. Okay then, here's what I came up with so far. A big, winding highway connecting to these outer roads, and then within this region here, and possibly without, and then we'll expand farther out this way, are going to be the houses per se. Now we are starting to have a little bit of a death problem, so we're gonna take advantage of this and get some more leisure going, because leisure is very poor around here. And let's get a little cemetery here. Unfortunately, I need 17,000 people for the crematorium, but we need three full, chock full cemeteries in order to get one of the achievements, I believe. Okay, next to the park is going to be our cemetery, and this can just be a little path. Let's speed this up. This can just be a little path for people to walk to and fro. Let's extend this. Grab me a squiggly one, and let's do it. No. Let's go up to there, and then go up to there, and from here we can, well, I don't really want to screw up both of your houses, so I'm just going to destroy one to make a dirt path. Yes, because that is how I roll. Alright, couple of trees in here. Yeah, a few of them in this section too. Let's grab a couple of different ones. Oh, it actually randomizes them. Good. That's very good to know. Okay, so a neat little area. I wish that having trees around would work like parks. That would, I believe, it would be a good idea. Okay, but we have that cemetery. We have 42,000 simoleons, and people are complaining of lack of workers, so it is just about time for us to start zoning. And I'm not gonna want people here anymore. Let's see if the power. Actually, no, I do want you there. Not there. It's kind of rezoning. I believe this is some sort of a bug. But let's zone this area, these areas right here, and try to see if the power jumps. I believe it will. It's not that much of a jump. But these guys over here aren't gonna have any services whatsoever. So what I really would like to do is actually to get them to move into here. Yeah, this area right here. Now, hopefully traffic is going to flow pretty nicely here. This is all a one-way, all around the highway, and then I have a one-way here, and I'm gonna have more going from this side to this side. So this is output up to here, and around the middle we start inputting traffic back into the highway all the way up. I'm probably gonna add a couple of inputs, like from I don't know, from here directly to here. We're gonna have to see how traffic flows, and I'm glad that I made it a point to get some of the money back, because there is a water shortage. So let's handle that real quick. I can actually go a wee bit farther out. Ugh, I'm not handling this well. Just like that. Okay. Resume your buildings. Now, I want... I don't want just to be a grid inside of here. I want to make something interesting. And I'm trying to figure out something to do with the services. Oh, one thing I do want is to handle this section right here, because people who live here, if I zone this area here, are going to have to go, to get onto the highway, they're gonna have to go all the way around. So what I'm thinking is that I should force... Change lanes. I should force a left turn here. Yeah, that's it. And not allow traffic to go to here. Oh, no, if I do that... Well, yeah. And then use this area right here to populate this region. I'm... Now that I think about it, it may actually be better if I allow that. So change lanes. Let me allow that. No, lane 2. Yeah, there you go. I'll allow them to keep on going through here, but I'll add an extra on-ramp here. Actually, maybe a couple of them, just to deal with this section here, because we can still fit quite a lot of stuff here. What do you say we add an extra on-ramp right there, and an extra off-ramp? Right. Yeah. An extra off-ramp right there. Alright, that's nice and symmetrical, I like that. I made this as symmetrical as I could. Okay, and now you see the residential demand just plummeted. And unemployment is now at 9%, so we're gonna have to expand this. I believe we're going to keep on... No. I'm going to wait for a bit and see what happens to the... There you go, see, it was at 9, now it's down to 7, because some of these guys were complaining about workers. I can't really push this any faster. I need to wait for the city to settle after I make this sort of changes. Yeah, can't be rushed. Okay, I was trying to figure out where I was gonna put the services and what I was gonna do with this. And I thought that if I have services here in the middle, I can service both this area and this area of town. So, crap. Well, I can go to there, and I can't go to there, so... I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that just yet. Hold on, that's kinda wonky. That is wonky, and I want to keep this as straight shot as possible. Hold on. Yeah, let's reconnect this. Measurements. Yeah, just like that. Extend that, and now connect it to there. Hold on, let's get rid of that. Yeah, that's snapping correctly and right up to there. Okay, and now I can reconnect this and get rid of that. Actually, I want those. I want those to be in there. So let's connect it up. Yeah, there you go. And there will be services in the middle here. Now, it's okay for traffic to be able to access this area from here. How's our unemployment? 2%. Okay, we still have plenty of jobs. So we can zone some more. We're at 57 grand. Alright. Okay, fair enough. Well, since we have this little thing going, we can actually have a couple of... Yes, just like that. Have a couple of one-ways. And switch you around. Switch you around. Okay, so that one goes to there, and this one comes to here. And just repeat on this side what I did here. Get out of the thing. So let's go 1. And connect up to there. I'm gonna have to move that. I am going to have to move that. Which I didn't really want. No, I don't. I just want to go up to here. Exactly. I thought I was doing something wrong. And do it just like that. And now the central portion here, that might demand me... Yeah, I'm gonna have to move this one. So let's pause the game here and get rid of those. Just... oh, crap. Can I... Damn it. Okay, screw it. Screw it. We're doing it. Alright. And now, to try and get the highway back to the way it was, if I do it like this, the pillars indicate where the segment was ended. So whenever you plop down a segment, like if I plop it down here, that's where the pillar will be, at the tip there. So it's a good way to control how what's going on. Okay, one way to... Yeah. Is there a pillar there? Of course there is. Of course there is. If there wasn't a pillar there, I would be fascinated. Fascinated. Okay. Just like that. And fix the direction there. That looks to be pretty much alright. Now, I did screw up a couple of off-ramps, so let's grab those and place them... Okay, so there was one off-ramp here, which apparently I didn't have to to demolish, and another one possibly here-ish. Yeah, it was about here, I believe. Can I do this without making it look really, really weird? I wonder. Give me a squiggly one. Okay, good enough, good enough. And now, all I have to do is repeat that on this side. Let's try to get it kinda right. Okay, that's all well and good. Sorry about that. So now we can plop down some services. What's going on here? Trash. Oh crap. Doesn't the trash reach the garbage collection? It does reach over there. Oh crap, facility full. Okay, time for a new landfill. Let's keep it in the industrial area still. Just because these guys are dirty for now. So they're not gonna complain a whole lot. Get rid of that. We still need those power lines there. We don't need a lot of these. Yeah, let's just get rid of the excess ones. Okay. Okay. So garbage problem should be fixed. Let's start placing. First of all, fire. Actually, we should start with the largest. High school. Whoa, crap, I forgot what kind of a monster this was. Can I not cram a high school? I can cram one here. Will it reach the whole thing? Kinda. That's actually a kind of an interesting place to put it. I'm gonna allow it, I think. At least for now. Medical clinic, actually, elementary school. We should start with the priorities here. Let's place... let's just place you kind of in the middle, and then move you around. Oh crap, you don't reach that, do you? Hold on, why can't you reach that? You can go to that direction and come into this direction. That shouldn't be happening. Everything's the same. everything is the same. You can both go and come from here. See how the way it's being cut off here? But it's reaching that. That is exceedingly strange. Okay, elementary school. Do you reach those? You reach those, but not those. Well, we can plop down some extra ones afterwards. That's odd. If I place you here... That's odd. Why is it reaching everybody here, but not here? I must have done something different in both of them and not realizing it. Okay, screw that. If we plop down an elementary school on this side, it'll reach everybody there, so that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, elementary school there. Oh crap, we don't have a lot of money now. And that guy is not powered. Let's just pull a line up to here and zone a bit of this. Yeah, just to try to get the power to jump. And now it did. Okay, 21,000. We are still lacking what? Not a whole lot. A medical clinic, probably. Yeah, we don't have any medicine at all. So let's plop you... Oh, crap. This one works the other way around, so we should plop you down here. And you will provide all of those people with stuffs. You're powered? You are. You're watered? You are. Perfect. Okay, I'm liking this, so... all we need to do now is grab a police station just for symmetry's sake. Plop it out there. There you go. A nice little service coverage there. I know it doesn't cover this bit right here. And things are shaping up. We're at 4% unemployment. Okay, let's wait for these guys to develop. Okay, 1.5 minutes after that, we're just about done, but a ton of things happened and I realized that a couple of things too. High school on fire, no fire coverage, so we're gonna have to fix that. As I was trying to relocate the fire station, I noticed that this, if it's smartly placed, it will encompass a very big area, so I have no idea why this is happening, because if you see... there's no coverage here if I place it here, right? But if I place it here, there is. And I don't think it's because of the highway. Well, maybe it is. I'm still not figuring this out. In any case, I am going to duplicate the services for each area. So let's grab the fire station and plop you down. Let's call it... yeah, we can put the fire station on one side, maybe even here. Yeah, it'll cover this, the majority of this district here. Screw it. And you can go to here. Oh, you have less coverage than the fire station. I left a 3 gap. Let's plop you down. If I leave you here, well, actually, you can stay there. Now, another thing is that the fire, I noticed the service coverage was going... there's something wrong here. Yeah, I screwed up again. Again, this shouldn't be connected. This one in the middle should. There's only one connection that's necessary. In any case, if I make this a two-way street, I don't think it'll affect the inbound and outgoing traffic anyway, because people who want to go out will naturally tend to drive in this direction and that direction to approach the highway to leave. So they will never there will never be traffic jams of people from here trying to go to here to get onto the highway and then go up to there. And in any case, yeah, they would have to go all the way around just to get into the highway. So we can have this as a two-way. Two-way. 2, 2, and 2. Very well. Very well indeed. That might actually have helped with police coverage. It did. Fire coverage. Did it affect anything? It did. Okay, that's all well and good. Unpause. And I can actually maybe even make these a two-way, since because the highway is actually determining where the people go. So I might be able to increase service coverage by making all of this a two-way. This region here, I'm probably going to replace this section here with one of the 4-lane streets. Just not allowing the traffic to move from one side to the other. That might be a thing. That's probably gonna be a thing, just so we can have this area a bit prettier. Oh, crap. Grow the city. These color bars indicate the demand for... I think the game is trying to insult me. Okay, let's zone a bit more. And actually, I don't want that zone, but I can have this bit zoned here. Here, and here. And unpause. Whoops, sorry about that. And let's see the things grow. No, go away. I don't want you there. I want a big park. I would like a big park in there, and we'll finish the episode. So, this should be a rather large park. It would... No, it's not quite symmetrical. Okay, a small park there. And I'm going to make a couple of dirt paths here. Like, from here... Oh, I can... no. From let's call it from here to... I was wondering if I wanted to make walkways like up to here, up to other areas, but I don't think that's really necessary. Well, it's not about being necessary, really, is it? No. Let's connect it. Oh, the paths now actually connect. That's... They didn't used to do that, to snap to the paths inside the parks. So that's really interesting. Can I do this? Can I do that? I can. And it kinda connects. How about if I give you a little turn there? There you go. And then we can just do it like so. And de-zone you. Okay, a couple of trees and we'll be good to go. Wow, this police station should be awesome to work in. Lucky bastards. Okay, and we're starting to get demand for commercial. Whoa. Is it... Oh crap, sewage treatment. Why are you not powered? You are powered. Are we out of electricity again? We are. Damn. Oh, I can put one of these advanced ones in. Okay, let's plop you down right there. Try to get some decent energy production there. Half decent at least. I really don't like the police station inside there. It's really out of place. I would much rather have it there, like the... Yeah, it doesn't have as good coverage as in the middle, but at least, yeah. This one is kind of more symmetrical, like a high school and a couple of service buildings. This got kind of wonky, but there's not much I can do. Okay, that is the new area, people. Hope you like this little interchange here that I did. I think I'm gonna elongate this section here just a tad bit, but that's gonna be off camera. And I would like to thank you very much for watching, everybody. Please remember, leave a like, leave a dislike, leave a comment, tell me what you think of the show. And until next time, as always, I have been the Knurl, and I hope you have an awesome day.